Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tracks that you need right now in Assetto Corsa. Before we do get in the video, this is a reminder to subscribe to my YouTube channel as I have a goal to hit 100 subs before my birthday on the 22nd of September. But anyways, no more waffling and let's begin. Kicking things off at number 1. This is the Sepang International Circuit, one of my favourite tracks to drive around in, mainly from a hot lap perspective, but during a race the track is still pretty good at creating an interesting race. This track held the Malaysian GP from 1991 to 2017, in Formula 1 obviously, so it had a good 26-year stint. Currently it's the venue for the Malaysian Motorcycle Grand Prix, the Malaysia Merdeka Endurance Race, I hope I pronounced that correct, and other major motorsporting events. The track itself is made up of 15 turns, which makes it just over 5.5 kilometers long, and the most memorable moment from its stint was the cool-down lap of the 2017 Malaysian Grand Prix, where Vettel and Stroll somehow managed to collide with each other after the race. And Seb then got a ride back to the pits from Pascal Wehrlein. The track, in my opinion, is really nice to drive. It's very flowing and it's pretty challenging, so it requires a few practice laps to max out your pace. Anyways, I've left a link in the description to the Reboot team's attempt on recreating this extraordinary track. And to be honest, I've done a few laps myself and it is pretty high quality, so make sure to check it out. Right, coming in at number 2. Istanbul Park, another great track, which is so much fun to do hot laps in and is also so good at creating the most interesting races. This track held the Turkish Grand Prix from 2005 up in 2011 before making a return in 2020 and 2021, replacing the Suzuka International Circuit due to the pandemic. For me, some of the most memorable moments from here was when Sebastian Vettel collided with his teammate Mark Webber, which I think was in 2011, but I might be wrong. The 2020 Turkish GP, when somehow Lance Stroll managed to get pole position, but then ended up coming outside the top 10. However, the most memorable moment was when Lewis Hamilton claimed his 7th world title in the 2020 Turkish GP. Anyways, the track itself, 5.3 kilometers, making up the 13 turns, and the most famous part of the track is definitely turn 8, which has 4 different apexes. Yes, 4 in one turn. The track, in my opinion, is so much fun to drive, and I highly recommend you guys give it a go. Now, to download the track, you have to download the file from Race Department, then open up the zip file and click on the README file, and look for the line that says, "to save you hunting around the net," and scroll to the right on the line, and then you will find a Google Drive link. Copy and paste that to your browser and click enter. Then click on 2021 tracks, then look for the folder name that is currently shown on the screen, and once you find the folder, right click on it and press download, and that's it. And now for track number 3. I had a hard decision between 2 tracks, which are both one of the greatest tracks in the world, but in the 3rd place I have to go with Suzuka International Circuit. This is one of the best tracks out there, and not many come even close with it. It has been holding the Japanese Grand Prix since 1987 and has produced some of the best races. For example, during the Senna/Prost rivalry, the two collided in the 1989 race, but Senna ended up winning the race until an angry Frenchman came in and disqualified Senna, handing over the win to Alessandro Nannini. The two also collided here in 1991, causing both drivers to not finish. Anyways, the track itself is 5.8 kilometers long, which makes up the unique 18 turns. I especially like the first sequence of corners, where the track looks like it's been designed by a 5-year-old, which is why I describe this track as unique. There's also a section where the track passes under another part of the track, which is the only track on the F1 calendar to do so. Not only does this track hold the Formula 1 Japanese Grand Prix, but also the Super Formula Championship, Super GT, Japanese F4, MFJ Superbike, and other major motorsport events. The link that I've left down below is Reboot Team's answer to the Suzuka circuit, and once again, the quality of this mod is outstanding and I highly recommend you guys check this out. Oh, and this track comes with 3 layouts, the East, West and the GP circuit. Now coming in at number 4, or 2nd place, This is such a fantastic and unique circuit, and yes, that is a Mount Panorama circuit, which is famous for its challenging corners and steep sections that really put the drivers under lots of pressure. You may know this circuit as it is home of the Bathurst 1000, which is an endurance race which contains some of Australia's finest racing cars from the Supercars Championship. The track itself is 6.2 kilometers long, making up the expert level 23 corners, which put the drivers under lots of pressure and calls for serious concentration. If you have ever tried the circuit in Gran Turismo, for example, you know that the margin for error is extremely minor, since the walls are so close to you at all times, especially when climbing up the mountain. Obviously, Formula 1 does not race here, not only for safety reasons, but also it is impossible, because some of the corners are so steep that the front wing would literally hit the ground. If you don't already know, I have made a video on this track a couple of months ago where I take the RSS Formula Hybrid 2022 Evo on the hot lap around here, and I was probably driving for at least an hour trying to go as fast as I can because of the challenge you face here. I mean, look at the track map. Between turns 11 and 18, it looks like a cat took a pencil and tried to draw a straight line. Anyways, once again, this track is by the Reboot team and is one of the highest quality mods of this track you'll find, so make sure to go check this out. And now, track number 5, or first place, in my opinion, the greatest track that you have to have in Assetto Corsa right now. And that is Monaco. Nah, just joking. But seriously, that is Circuit de la Sarthe, home of the 24 Hours of Le Mans, the most prestigious motorsports event in the world. 13 kilometers of road and circuit makes up the most difficult and stressful 38 turns of Sarthe. The track is mostly known for its insanely long back straight named the Mulsanne Straight, which in length is longer than Monza itself by more than 200 meters. The circuit does take quite a while to learn, considering it's over 13 kilometers long, but once you do learn it and max out your pace here, driving around the circuit is so much fun. And if you love a good challenging circuit other than the Nordschleife, this is your go-to track. A crazy moment that has occurred here was when Mark Webber decided to turn into a stunt plane and perform a full backflip down the Mulsanne Straight before landing somewhere in the trees outside of the track. Somehow he was unharmed. Anyways, the link to the track is down in the description, and yes, once again, it's the one made by the Reboot team, as they have outstanding tracks, no offense to any other modders. And that is it guys, the top 5 best tracks that you need right now in Assetto Corsa. If you guys enjoyed that, then make sure to like and subscribe, as I have a goal to hit 100 subs before my birthday on the 22nd of September. But that's all from me, and I'll see you later.